Welcome to the So You Wanna Get Fat podcast. I am your host, not your typical chef, Brian Tsao. And today with me, as always, is my ball of buttery French goodness.
I'm feeling like a dumpling today, not a buttery ball of.
Today with me, as always, is my dumpling. My sauce, meaty, sauce-filled dumpling.
Soup dumpling.
Soup dumpling? Okay.
Soup dumpling.
With me, as always, is my little soup dumpling.
Yeah, that sounded better.
Sounded good, yeah. Frenchy!
Yay! Ooh, French onion soup.
We did that
Dumpling.
at Beauty in Essex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck to you.
You can still do this.
I thought I invented everything.
Well, yes, chef, you did. Yes, you did invent it. What's going on, buddy? We had a busy week.
Yes.
Yeah. This whole week was fucking bonkers for us. Okay, listen. Today's meat and potatoes. We're going to talk about how the entire week we hung out with Guga Foods, and he did come onto this podcast, and that episode is coming out next week. And right now we're filming basically a recap of this very eventful week for the both of us. The next day, yeah. The last time we saw Guga was yesterday. He's in town for a day or two more, but he's, doing other collabs and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's the meat and potatoes. We're just kind of recapping what happened.
We had his full attention for a couple of days at least.
He was very gracious with his time. But before we go on with today's episode, Frenchy.
Yes.
Where are we filming from?
340 West 46th Street, New York, 10036 for all those postcards and knives and swag. And you know what's dropped off completely?
What?
Our pictures of us.
Art. Fan art.
Fan art.
Yeah, we're not getting as much fan art as. Yeah.
Huh.
So what the fuck? Huh?
Yeah, a little disappointed.
Guys, the fuck? All right. And if you're in New York, want to try some amazing sandwiches, make your way over to 326 Bedford Ave in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. You will not be disappointed. A few shout outs. Get some mission merch. Link in the description below.
Oh, I just realized that I sell t-shirts on my website.
Yes. On the RIVAGE restaurant website.
Wait.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful because I got no pants.
No, that camera shows you have no pants on. It's okay. It just looks like short shorts.
You coq au vin.
You coq au vin. You go to the
coq au vin.
Yeah. Go onto the RIVAGE website. You can order t-shirts.
There's a lot of t-shirts.
Yes.
There's the duck à l'orange. The frog legs?
Yes. No. The French onion soup burger.
French onion soup burger.
There's quite a few. We have a lot of merch. Yeah, that's how we keep the lights on. Okay, that's how you support us because we keep getting demonetized. And by the way, if you want to support us further, our episodes are available in full on Spotify.
Have we been getting demonetized still?
Yes, almost every episode, and we have to clip. Yeah, for YouTube. Almost every episode gets hit with a copyright thing, and then we have to clip out segments.
What was it last time?
It's just another fucking thing we reacted to. At the not so current news or Frenchy clips, they use certain music, and then that gets demonetized. But we remove those clips, and then we can monetize the video. What I'm saying is, you can watch these episodes uninterrupted on Spotify with video. Okay, it's not just audio, and you can leave comments there too. And if you happen to watch it on Spotify, leave us a good review. We'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, and then I guess one more thing. Oh, hang on, I have to grab my bottle of Gochujang
A l'orange.
Gochujang
A l'orange.
So if you buy this, you're an asshole. But if you buy this, you're not an asshole. Blink once. That was twice. Blink once. Okay, good. These are both sauces that is a collaboration between us and Sam Sauce. Links in the description below. Again, whenever you guys pick up merch, it greatly supports this channel, and we literally just put it right back into the podcast. So, yeah, lots of cool stuff. That's enough for plugs, my friend. Where do we start with this week? I mean, it kicked right off. It kicked right off with I picked up Guga from the airport.
Oh, you picked him at the airport?
Yeah, I picked him. he was landing. I'm not going to say which airport, but I live right by there.
Oh, that
So
makes it easy.
yeah, so I rather than go to the shop, I stayed home and just went to pick him up straight from my place. It was like a 10-minute drive, and then we went straight to Mission Sandwich, filmed some content there, which was great. We filmed 2 videos, uh, one for my channel, one for something he's going to feature on his channel. Whether I'm supposed to tell you that or not, oops.
And and then and then to get to me, I think his flight from Miami was shorter.
What do you mean?
Traffic.
Huh?
We were late. Remember, it was a traffic.
Oh yeah. Well, was that Monday we met up?
Was
No,
that
that was
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Same difference.
Wait, what the fuck did we?
Monday,
I don't remember. I think I
don't-
just took
It
him to the
all-
hotel.
it's all a
on-
blur.
Yeah, it's all a blur because you've had an eventful week.
Yes,
Um,
we're not talking.
yeah,
about
we're
it.
not talking about it. But
Started on Friday.
yeah, it's been a lot of ups and downs, and it's been yeah.
We're up. We're down.
yeah.
We're up.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not like we're not going to give you specifics, but it's all part of owning a business.
Mhm.
Whether it's a restaurant business or any business, if you own a business, what's up?
My big deal went through today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Really done.
Done. Yeah.
Oh. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Good.
Okay, very good. All right, listen. If you're a
I
business,
needed that today.
Yeah, I'm really glad.
I need a win.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a win because I was walking on eggshells with you all week today too because we were so busy with Guga. And Frenchy tells me
Frenchy's so volatile. He'll like, "Ah, la, la, la."
well, listen, Frenchy tells me a lot of things, and I know his situation. So I'm trying to like balance, being on camera and being there for Guga, but also being there for my buddy, but also de-escalating him because, listen.
Because at the end of the day, Frenchy doesn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I will scorch the earth.
yeah.
That's the problem.
I
know. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it.
He's been working on it for the last 15 years I've known him, but that's okay.
I'm much better.
You are. Actually, you fucking are. But buddies are there for each other no matter what. I mean, just the other day, I think yesterday, I was on the phone with you. You were telling me what was going on, and I was basically giving you your own advice that you gave to me several times over the course of my career. So
and I gave you your answer.
Yeah. You gave me. I don't know what to do. Everything's going wrong. I can't deal with this. It's all happening to me. That was me like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, but everything's going. I'm getting my windshield replaced tomorrow.
Yeah.
I always set that up, and then
it was a lot of little things that turned into a couple of big things. Anyway, what I was getting at is being a business owner. Everything is on you. And what's funny is business was all right. So I'm going to talk about my business situation.
You get all the hits, but you also get all the rewards.
You get all the rewards as well. So I'll tell you guys a little bit of my situation. The last 2 weeks have been atrocious. I mean, actually longer than that for Mission Sandwich. Between spring break, Coachella.
It's Coachella. Come on, come on.
No. There's a lot of families in my area too.
Yeah, and they're all hipsters, and they're all going to Coachella. They're dropping off their kids, and they're all at Coachella. It's the same people.
So business has been atrocious at Mission Sandwich, and we had a couple of good months because things finally started picking up. I made a lot of changes managerial wise and things like that. But we were catching up on our bills. And then all of a sudden we take this huge dip towards Easter and, Coachella, spring break, all that stuff. And it just when everything was finally recovering, remember I was telling you about my cash flow problem? Because majority of my business was catering and delivery apps. Well, the problem is all of my in-store sales, not all, but I would say my in-store sales dropped off by I would say 70%. Why is that a problem? Because the in-store sales which is majority done with credit card, gets deposited into my bank the next day. But with delivery apps and with
Could take a week, 2 weeks.
well, delivery apps, every app takes a week. So I have to wait 7 days. But the catering orders, that I was still able to do my regular numbers because we had so much catering, but those take those take 7 to 15 days to hit the bank. So I put out all this money to do a $3,000 catering order for 250 people, right? But I'm not seeing that money back for 14 days afterwards. So it's like this strange crunch that happens. And it just, again, it was right when we were catching up on everything. Now we made it through because I was really on top of the bank account and just, managing when certain payments went out, and we squeezed by. And guess what? Things are back to normal now. I'm up approximately 20% on sales at the moment. You're up as well.
No.
Um, but
No.
but that's the ups and downs, so hopefully from here on out, things start sailing smoothly. But yeah,
Gonna rain on Saturday.
actually it's on Sunday. I'm not as bummed out.
Oh, you think?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that changed today.
Oh,
Then.
did it?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm screwed. Why is everything happening to me? Anyway, so that's oh
Wait,
fuck.
wait.
And
Let's confirm because this
checking.
is important. Well, in France, it's gonna be
Oh yeah, in France, yeah.
Montreal, New York. Wait, New York. Today's Saturday.
Saturday. All right.
90%. So did I explained to you that the percentages?
Mm-mm.
So it's not a 90% chance of rain. It's that 90% coverage is going to be rain.
Oh,
Not percentage.
right,
It's not chances. It's
right.
coverage.
Gotcha. Okay. I forgot to mention, remember that I was telling you about DoorDash, what happened to me in
Yeah.
DoorDash? And
Fuck to you,
fucking
DoorDash.
shit tons of restaurants in New
A
York.
lot of people said fuck to you.
Yeah. Oh, so this is a great story, which maybe I shouldn't tell because I'm back on DoorDash now, but who cares? So DoorDash, I guess, had some kind of like, maybe they started using AI or something, but something triggered an audit for the terms of service with all their restaurant partners. And one thing that they found was within the terms of service,
No third party.
no third party delivery, meaning I can't hire a company that handles the delivery.
For cheaper.
Yeah, for cheaper, right? They want us to either self-deliver, like basically meaning employees we hire to deliver, and or they deliver. When they deliver, DoorDash takes a minimum for their lowest tier, 20%. If a restaurant is at
We don't
best
not
makes 10% profit margin,
without giving money away.
right, then you're selling at a loss. Now, this can work if you have an already profitable business and the DoorDash business is a supplemental on top of that. That's not my restaurant. My restaurant is 50% delivery app sales. So the margins are razor thin. Anyway, they trigger an audit. They start sending emails out saying, if you don't switch to DoorDash drivers, we're going to remove you from the service. Well, Frenchy and I are part of this. Frenchy brought me in. We're part of a group chat of many restaurants.
It's all the restaurants
It's
in New
all
York.
I mean, like, there's some big.
I talked to Chris Jacob today. I needed a favor from him.
Yeah, it's a lot of big dogs in this group chat. And most of the time I stay silent. I just observe. But man, we there were some inklings of like, hey, are you getting this email from DoorDash like that? And finally, the day came where DoorDash removed a shit ton of restaurants from the platform.
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
Wait, when was that? Can I check?
That was like 2 weeks ago because my sales
that's too
fell.
far back.
Yeah. My sales fell because of the holidays and everything at the same time I was removed from DoorDash. So in addition to already suffering a loss in business, DoorDash is approximately 10% of my sales. So it was like fucking a 30% drop when all this went down, which is why I had the cash flow issue. But it was such a beautiful moment in this group chat because everyone in the group chat was like,
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Like, fuck these guys. You're basically trying to be mafia on us and strong arming us into using your service. Well, I don't know about the other restaurants, but they call me and they say, I can't give the details, but they make a deal.
They made a deal.
They make a deal.
Okay, let's make a deal.
Yeah, let's make a deal. Because they hit me up and they say, hey, we really want you back. And I say, yeah, I want to be back too, but
not at those prices.
Not at those prices. It does not work. And then I started explaining to them, I said, if a restaurant at best is making a 10% profit and you're taking 20%, don't you see something wrong here? And they're like, yeah, but we're just adding on to your regular business. And that's when I said to them, actually, no, 50%.
You're taking away from our business.
Yeah, you're taking away from my business. That's when we hung up and they, I guess, sent his supervisor to make a deal with me afterwards.
Okay, like, what do you want? What do you make? We make a deal.
Yeah, because I knew all my percentages. I knew all my numbers. I knew the math. And he's trying to explain to me math. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I'm sorry. You're not going to fucking
teach you math?
Oh, my math is bad, actually. Restaurant math.
Yo, Paulie D. Yeah? Okay. No, that's not going to be any good. No. Lower. He's a friend in the family. Never mind.
So that was my couple of weeks in the restaurants. And then Guga came. And it's been quite eventful. On Tuesday, Guga filmed something. Oh, and then we came here. We ran a little late, and we went somewhere.
No, we can't mention?
I don't know if we can, but he did post the story of where we went to.
Oh, yeah, he put a picture.
He put a picture.
Yeah. Oh, so it's, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I put it too. Did I?
Did you? You didn't tag me?
I definitely tagged. Oh, no. I didn't post that picture because I wasn't sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so.
Yeah. So we introduced Guga to a certain somebody. Let us know in the comments who you think it is. It doesn't start with a P.
Let's double check this.
Are you checking my profile?
I'm not even sure I follow you. Hold on.
What?
Which one? Mission?
No, Chef Brian Tsao.
Brian.
Follow Chef Brian Tsao on Instagram and Le Chef Paul.
Brian Tsao
on Instagram.
How do you spell it? I actually fucking typed it. Son of a bitch.
That's what Paulie calls me. That's what Frenchy calls me. He calls me BAA, his ba.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
No, stories. I didn't post it on the profile yet. I posted a couple pics. I've reposted pics that what's his posted.
Oh, that's the deli, right?
Yeah, that's the deli. Yeah, we went to a deli today. Met Aki. Was super cool. Guga got to eat at RIVAGE
twice,
which was nice.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, it was just such a great time overall, and he was gracious with his time. Looking forward to going back to Miami.
Yes,
but we have so much content coming out with Guga between his channel and our channels. Next week, the interview with Guga comes out, and yeah, hope you guys are excited as excited as we are. But I prepared a couple of videos. We're not going to watch the whole thing. Just maybe the first few minutes. The first time I reacted to Guga ever. And I also have queued up first time you reacted.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's check this out.
Oh, no. I'm going to be the fat Paulie D.
You as a fat in this one.
I am in the fat in this one. That was COVID.
Yeah, that was COVID fat.
That was COVID fat.
Yeah. You ready, buddy?
Yeah, I'm ready, Freddie.
Okay.
Go, cat, go. Woo.
Dude, I can't believe it took me this long to check out this dude's channel. I'm in love. I love you, Guga Foods.
Who's this kung fu hipster?
Dude. Wow. Chef Brian Tsao here, not your typical chef, and today I'm going to be reacting to Guga Foods' I dry age steaks in yeast, and this happened. Before I go on with today's episode,
all right, look at that.
Yeast.
cuisine of my sandwich.
What's up, bro?
I'm trying to see if I know what the result would be without.
Had mentioned that I should check out Guga Foods and that he does some really fascinating
Those
things with
hands.
meats. If we're starting with dry aging with active dry yeast, I'm probably going to learn something from here because I've never done anything like that before.
Now, if
Never
you don't know
thought
what
of
this is,
something
let me
like that.
explain. It is a granulated form from the baker's yeast, a species of a single-celled microorganism known as Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which
I didn't
consumes
know that.
sugars and starch.
Wow, that was a mouthful. I don't think I could have figured out how to pronounce that myself.
Produces carbon dioxide gas and alcohol as a result. Now, alcohol? Oh, yes. That can be something we can work with. Because I don't know if you remember, I've done a
This is
dry
the
aging
early days
experiment
of the
before
channel.
using whiskey, and it was a wonderful experiment. It tasted incredible.
Wow. Few things. Really cool that he dry aged something in whiskey. That is cool. I got to see that episode. The production value of
Okay, that's enough. That was my first time ever reacting to. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is what it looks like when it came
And
out.
one of the things
And?
that you cannot tell
wow, so cool.
smell. Remember, when it went in, it smelled like bread, but that's not what it smells like right now. It reminds me a little bit of a fine cheese, so that is quite exciting, as the next thing I needed to do is to remove all of the yeast. So I grabbed my butter knife and went to town, removing everything as much as possible. Doing it little by little makes a huge mess, and you can clearly see that some of them get stuck on the meat. So
Yeah,
after
just
putting
slice.
quite a bit of work, removing as much as I could, this is what I was left with. The
Wow.
world's first yeast dry age experiment. I mean, this
He's probably definitely the first person to ever
Definitely.
do that. Yeah.
Nobody
is
thought
something
of
you
that.
do not see every day. And holding it on my hand is difficult to explain, as it went from beautifully smelled bread to a nicely fine smelled cheese, which got me super excited to give this a try.
The process of dry aging does a lot of things. Number one, it tenderizes.
Oh, I wonder what I'm gonna say because we've learned so much ever since having Pat on. You know, I definitely know more now than I did back then.
Number two, it extracts moisture, and then when you extract moisture,
I've been
what's
saying
going to
the same
happen? It's
thing
going to
for a long
condense
time.
flavor. And then it's also going to develop new flavors, and basically, the longer it's dry aged, the more like funkiness, the more nuttiness. Guga here mentioned that this particular piece coated in the dry yeast smells like cheese. Makes a lot of sense to me.
All right, that's all the standard stuff. You know, when you dry age something, it gets a funk, gets tender.
I never realized you had funky eyebrows.
I have funky eyebrows.
Like, yeah, you got thick ass eyebrows.
Yeah, I have thick eyebrows. Yeah. You never noticed that?
That's not-
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was my first time ever reacting to Guga. I still have this very same painting right behind me now.
It's a painting?
Yeah, it's right there.
I thought it was like a poster.
Paul, it's right there. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay.
All right. But what I really want to show everybody is when Paul.
Oh,
Okay.
this is the fat
This is
hipster.
a fat Paul. Paul's face is so much fatter here, his eyebrows look thinner.
No, it's spread. It should
It's
be wider.
spread, yeah.
He had a good mama at home cooking. He had someone at home cooking very well. And he's riffing off of what he saw growing up, and this is what we're getting.
I'm telling
Hey,
you.
That whole story he said here
Yeah.
is that the feeling I got from him.
Yeah. Yep.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
full circle, bro.
Yeah. So Guga really told a lot about his past, stuff that he hasn't mentioned before, stuff that I've known, both Frenchy and I have known.
Don't
but
pause on that face. Come on, dude.
but yeah, it was really a great interview. I'm really excited for you guys to check it out.
This guy has done it all. Like he really knows what he's doing, man.
Looks
Kissing
like we're going
ass.
to Miami.
Oh,
Drinking too. Is that him in the
Yeah,
middle?
yeah, that's him in the middle. That's Guga in the middle.
I love him.
Chef Brian TSAO here, not your typical chef, owner of Mission Sandwich Social, located
watch
right
that
here
again.
in Williamsburg,
Every time I
Brooklyn.
see that, I
Winner of
fucking
Beat Bobby
crack
Flay
up.
Season 1.
Is that him? I love him.
Looks like we're going to Miami.
All right, everybody, here we got our...
All right.
Is that him in the middle?
Yeah, that's him in the middle. That's Guga in the middle.
I love him.
Chef Brian TSAO here, not your typical chef, owner of Mission Sandwich Social, located right here in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, winner
Wait,
of
we have
Beat
to watch
Bobby
a
Flay
commercial?
Season 1. And today I'm going to be reacting to
That was my old
Guga
intro.
Foods Sous Vide Everything channel, France's best MSG, with your highly requested return of Chef Paul
This is when you were
Dinamiano.
first
Before I
coming
go on
onto
with
the
today's
channel.
episode, I do
Wow.
want to give a special
Wow.
shout out to my newest sous chef level patrons, Emmy MSG Steak.
MSG. I love MSG.
Dude, you have to...
MSG.
Guga, can I bring Paul with me on my next trip?
MS
I promise you it'll be fun. Something may break. You may yell at somebody.
Oh, something
but
burned.
It'll be a lot of
Something
fun.
burned.
As long as there's editing, we're all good. As long as we don't
Dude,
go
we're only
live.
6 seconds into the video.
As long as we don't go live, we're all good.
We're only 6 seconds in. Let's just go. Let's just keep going, all right? I had one of his steaks. It was literally one of the best steaks I've had in my life.
And what was it?
Just one of his steaks, man.
Wait, what did you do to it?
Well, we did a...
No, you can't come at me and say you had the best steak and not tell me what it was. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, so from the video that we did together, I made kimchi for him from scratch, and we
So
sous
at
vide
this
it.
point, I had collabed with Guga once already, and that was before Paul even came onto the show, or was like right before Paul first came on the show as a guest. And I think we reacted.
Or was it
to-
between the both episodes?
I don't remember, honestly. No, because I would have spoken about him to you. We collabed, and then not too long after, you came on to react to Cooking with Jack's French onion soup with me. And then we watched this.
A steak with kimchi, and we also made a steak with kimchi compound butter, and it was bomb as
So you're saying that the best steak that you had was all your
no, we
let me toot my own horn now. Toot, toot.
let's watch the video.
Yeah, let's watch the video.
And the result was something unexpected. It turned out delicious, and most importantly, something I thought I would never do. And that was done with regular MSG. However, my audience told me that this is the
MSG and French onion soup.
Okay, so he's using MSG as a blanket term, basically for something that's super flavorful.
Oh, and for people who don't know, this is where I come in because we're obviously using Knorr French onion soup mix. This
is a
is where
German
Frenchy comes in. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Let's go to France and see if they have Knorr French onion soup mix. Jesus fucking Christ.
And when I open up the packaging, this
What do you think? There's so much going through your head right now. I had a lot of alcohol.
A lot of
A
alcohol.
lot of alcohol.
is what is inside. From tasting it just
Oh,
like
that
this,
looks
I
so
can tell
French
you,
to
it is
me. We should
powerful.
we should do an episode where we match pound for pound what we were drinking.
Oh, we haven't, we really haven't drank on either channel for a long time. And it was a regular
We really need
occurrence.
to see that video where we high. But do you have the video after when we?
No, there's no video of after. So there was one episode where Frenchie and I were smoking weed on the podcast. You see us smoking it, but it was what the fun stuff was really after because we couldn't keep it together. We ended the podcast early.
Okay.
No,
I
I gotta
shut it
tell.
off.
No, so I gotta tell this story. So Frenchie, I guess because I was doing edibles regularly at that point.
And I was doing nothing.
You were doing nothing. So Frenchie's sitting at the time, we were sitting across from each other, not next to each other. And Frenchie was just like, I gotta go upstairs, man. I gotta go upstairs. I'm on a ride right now. I was like, no, you are not going upstairs. You are staying right there and where I can see you and watch you. And all the meanwhile, like Blondie's calling him and checking in on us. And I picked up the phone. Frenchie's taking a nap. But don't worry. I got it. So he finally passes out on this exact chair. He's just completely out for like at least 3 hours. So after the podcast, I'm
Doing editing.
downloading footage and I'm setting up the next day's work. And normally that will take me like half an hour, but it took me the entire duration of Frenchie's nap because I'm so fucking stoned. I think Frenchie napped for like an hour and a half. And when he woke up, I was eating the shit out of
we gonna eat
the frozen, not the frozen meat, the Cook Unity
the
meals.
sponsor thing.
Yeah, the sponsored meals, right? Factor or Cook Unity. They sent us like 12 meals and we had them in the fridge. And I think by that point I had eaten 3 of them.
Did we eat all of them?
We ate
all
of them. There were 12 meals in there.
And no footage of it.
No footage of it.
And
Let's
most
do this.
importantly, it smells different. Kind of like
Different.
stinky
Not
feet.
good.
But at the same
Different.
time, the taste is quite nice. However, as you
nice.
already know, if I try to put this on a steak, it's just gonna completely fall off. So I went ahead and threw everything into my spice grinder, ground everything up, and this is what I was left with. Perfect French onion soup powder. Is it gonna be
Pretty
better than
smart.
salt,
Pretty
pepper, and
smart.
garlic powder? Well, you guys said yes.
Dude, this guy is like a mad scientist.
Dude, that's pretty.
It's smart, right?
was
I'm
freaking
telling you,
smart.
this guy really he told me himself he does not consider himself a chef, but I am telling
But you know what? This is outside the
Yes.
box thinking.
Yes.
Because we're so ingrained. And we
Yes.
gotta do this.
Yeah,
we gotta
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
We gotta do
Yeah.
this. That.
But like
I
he's
like
not
that.
he's not limited by what we learned in
The
culinary.
rules
Right, the rules.
of engagement.
Yeah. And I told this to him to his face.
You know, our channel growth, our channel growth has. I swear I haven't been drinking. Our channel growth has slowed down quite a lot, and I think I know why. Because we're not drunk on camera anymore.
So I was like, dude, you are able to go outside the boundaries
Look
of
at how
what chefs
blushed
do.
my
because
eyes
for
are.
us, we won't.
Look how pale I am. We won't experiment.
We won't
Because
R&D
we're already
this.
told not to do that.
Yeah. This is why I'm so fascinated with this dude. I mean, he's basically a food scientist.
Yeah.
When I was purchasing it, there was many different options to choose from. The first one was the most popular, and this was the second most popular version. So I said, you know what? Let's try different ones to see which one is better. I did the same exact thing though. I blend everything up into powder so that we can use on our steaks. Talking about that, these are the 3 we'll be using for today's cook.
New York
They are
strip
choice
steaks.
grade New York strip, 1.5 inches thick,
Ah.
and just perfect specimens of steaks.
Those are nice.
And
I
since we
gotta
have
say, those
3
are
of
nice
them,
looking
this is how it's
steaks.
gonna go down. The first one is going to be our control. A little bit of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. The second one on the
Wait.
other-
So wait a second. So he's doing a control, which
Yeah.
is like your standard steak.
Yes.
And then he's gonna do what he's the experiments.
The experiments,
The Frenchie
correct.
figuring it
like
out.
that. Yeah.
Right? Isn't it?
It was so much fun. Not like now. Now it's just more of the same. But, no, but it was fun watching you figure out.
Look,
the
you
stuff
just introduced everybody to an Inception episode where we're watching videos of us
of
watching
ourselves. Yeah. Anyway, you want to keep watching?
No, we're good.
No, we're good, right? Yeah, that was Frenchie's first time ever watching Guga
It's just
Foods.
so bad at the freeze frames. Holy shit.
All right, well, that's it for the meat and potatoes. Like I said, just wanted to give you guys a little recap of Guga's visit. That interview, the podcast episode where we interview Guga comes out next week. So make sure you tune in for that. If you haven't already, subscribe, leave a comment, thumbs up, make sure the notification bell is on. Merch, buy merch, but don't buy this hot sauce. Gochujang.
À l'orange.
Gochujang.
À l'orange.
All right. So now we move on to my favorite segment of the podcast.
I only do 2 fingers.
Yeah, you got it. Hell yeah.
I got it.
High five.
I got it. I finally got it.
Men can now race their sperm under a microscope and have people place bets on the outcome.
Mine are like on the rim there, like smoking a cigarette. Already there.
2 college athletes are about to have a race to see who is superior, and they're doing it all under a microscope. Sperm races.
Why would they use superior? And that's poor wording.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
I want a panda.
In China, you can work as a panda cuddler, where you get paid to hug and care for pandas.
This should be me.
Look Look, I was about to say it looks kind of like you, but it really doesn't.
Well, in the previous video, it looks.
In China, working as a panda cuddler or panda nanny.
Yeah, but that
is a
must
real
be like
job.
a really
What?
difficult job to get. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be shit tons of people lining up
how
for
do you
this
apply
gig.
for a job in China?
Okay, you do that.
Do that?
No,
No, you
no,
don't.
no.
So how? You didn't know how to answer that.
I did it. Okay, moving on. U.S. plans to ban artificial dyes from all food products.
Everybody else is doing it the right way. Just
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's very easy,
Yeah.
uncomplicated.
Yep.
We already know what to do. Come on,
Phase
just
it
do
out.
it.
Phase it out. People who use profanity tend to be more honest and show higher levels of integrity.
No fucking shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, because we just say it like how it is,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You suck,
You suck.
or that's terrible.
Yeah.
Do better. The whole point is do better.
Yeah.
Right? We just say it in a terrible way.
Suck a bag of dicks.
DoorDash is advising customers to tip their delivery people. So
Why? So you don't have to pay them more?
exactly,
Oh.
exactly, right? Because they're making less money on restaurants because the restaurants are telling them to go fuck themselves.
So this is this in consequence for already like downsizing what they charge the restaurants? Their response?
Probably,
Assholes.
right? So they're desperate to get restaurants back on, and then at the same time, they're just passing the buck.
Yeah,
to
but
the
they got to
consumer.
get paid on both sides.
Yeah.
Or
I don't
expect to wait. The delivery service has been testing a warning message for customers who leave a $0 tip at checkout, saying it could take longer to get your food. That's because delivery drivers
That's
are less
extortion.
likely to accept orders without a tip. DoorDash is advising.
Wait.
They can accept it.
Wait, there are certain. I think it's Uber Eats where they don't give you the option to
Till
tip
it's after.
until after.
Yeah, that's
how-
the incentive.
Yeah, that's the incentive. This is only a day ago.
Dude, the incentive shouldn't be beforehand. It's after. Okay, you got to me.
Yeah,
I always tip anyway.
yeah. I always. In 1995, Mr. T was diagnosed with a rare type of cancer known as T-cell lymphoma. This was his response. Can you imagine that? Cancer with my name on it. Personalized cancer. I pity the fool. I loved Mr. T growing up, man. Loved him.
That show
The 18.
was on Monday nights, 8:00.
The 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Are we gonna get demonetized?
No, not that.
Oh, you can hum it?
Yeah, you can hum it.
Dude, let me sing everything.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Dubai chocolate
No.
trend causes global pistachio shortage.
No, thank you.
A viral TikTok trend for a luxurious pistachio-filled treat known as Dubai chocolate now being blamed for
And
an
this,
international
I don't care
shortage.
how good it is. This just makes me not want to try it now.
I would still try it if someone gave it to me. for
No, but I
free.
wouldn't go out of my way for it now.
No way.
Like, no, thank you.
I never go out of my way for any, trendy food thing. Oh shit!
What
This got
happened?
taken down. I don't know which one got taken down. Let's see.
Oh.
DoorDash, Mr. T, Mr. Dubai. Oh no. Okay. All right. It's gone. Don't know what happened there. There is no state in the U.S. where a 40-hour minimum wage work week is enough to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. I have a stance on this that many people probably won't like. Do you have anything to say, or you want?
Yeah,
me
they're
to
not going to
jump
like
in?
what I say.
Listen, it's a minimum wage job for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm
it's an
sorry.
introduction.
It's not a business's responsibility for you to be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, I remember my dad was paying me $20 an hour to clean toilets and restock shelves, and said, if you don't want to do this anymore, then you got to work up. You got to work up the
Wait,
ladder.
you got paid?
Yeah, I got paid
I
$20
never
a day.
got paid.
Yeah.
My incentive was 2 jelly donuts
Yeah,
going to work and early lunch at 11 o'clock.
there you go.
And I was fucking happy.
let us know in the comments below. You know, what's your opinion on this? That's my firm stance on it. I've got into some heated arguments over this. That's my stance. That it's called minimum wage for an hour. It's not anyone's responsibility other than your own to find housing. And yes, listen, I get it. There are circumstances like affordable housing or gentrification of a neighborhood, things like that. I totally get it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And, you know, again, it's minimum wage. It's called minimum wage for a reason. My stand. Fight me. This is crazy. A growing wildfire in southern New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. North Jersey.
Wildfire in southern New Jersey, sending plumes of smoke above neighborhoods in Ocean County, has left some people who live there on edge, including Amy Zettel, who was allowed back home after an earlier evacuation order.
It's a nerve-wracking feeling. It's unsettling just because we could go back home. I didn't even put any of my stuff back in the house. It's like in the garage in bags just in case.
While firefighters are finally starting to get control of the blaze that quadrupled in size in the span of 24 hours, the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection says it could be the worst wildfire in 20 years.
Our objective is to starve the fire so that when the fire arrives into the area, there's nothing left to burn.
Oh, it took a building on fire.
Multiple structures are in the path of the fire, which blackened and almost completely burned this home while reducing this small business to rubble.
You think you know what you're going to walk into until you walk into it, and there's not one thing that survived. It's pure devastation. This is a complete start over. Fires. But we will.
A growing wildfire.
That's it.
Yeah.
You've lost everything.
Yep. All right. Well, unfortunately, because I didn't have as much time to put this together, there's no Frenchy clips, but I found a sick clip that I think will be a good way to end this episode. I think. All right. So, hey.
Which one is it?
What? No, it's not over yet. I have one more clip to show us. It's because I want to end on a good mood. This made me feel good when I watched this. I think you and I, it's safe to say, you and I and many others admire talent. And this is a display of great talent.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, like both of you? Okay, sure, let's try. Ready?
Getting goosebumps, man. Woo! Dude, yeah, me too. Oh, shivers down my spine in the best way.
so good.
Bravo.
Okay, that's good.
That's how I wanted to end the podcast.
I needed
with
that.
Yeah. All right. You want to do the honors? Hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did making it. Remember, next week is the Guga interview. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I said that already. Anyway, I'm Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef.
Frenchy.
And we'll see you real soon.